Hello. You know how sometimes your energy's like over here, and then you're like over here. I'm over here right now. Really bad. Really bad. But bad, not in a bad way, but in a. I'm gonna use it. I'm using it. So yesterday I was going through. I call them my blocks, right? When you have like your high and you're in full flow state and inspiration coming and, creating. And then it gets to a point where you hit the block, you hit your wall. That's like boom. I'm I'm over here. And it's good because I'm purging, I'm cleaning, I'm clearing my energetic space for more to come through. But it is like really, really bad. And you know what I do? This is my outfit. I have to disconnect. I disconnect from everyone, everything, to the degree that I can, of course, right? And just cocoon. I cocoon. Like I was lying in bed and yesterday, like all day in bed. Just processing. And here's the thing, when I was processing my country, when I was integrating, I am my country, right? Because everything is me. But I go through layers integrating what's me, how I experience, or my experiences of the other being me. I go through layers. So I started, my first one to integrate was my mom. And this was done through the help of plant medicine, right? So I was in front of the mirror and I would see myself, but it was my mom's features, strong. Like I was like, what? I knew I was integrating me being my mom. I saw my mom's face in the mirror. When I was integrating my dad, I saw my dad's face. When I was integrating my grandma, I saw my grandma's face in me in the mirror. It's wild. It's amazing. And I went through that like little by little with my family first. Like that was the first integration. Then it came like friends. Then people, closest to me, people I work with. And then my country. Like, you know how you think like everything is out there and it has nothing to do with you? No, everything is you. So when I was integrating Honduras, oh my God. Like everything they say on the news about my country, everything other people think, or how my country is viewed by others, like all perspective and judgments, that's all me. And I thought it wasn't me because it feels so away, right? Like what's me feels more close and personal. But no, everything was me. Me thinking or believing that we are a third world country, that energy of third world country, it was in my energy field, right? And I was transmuting that, I was transcending that and healing those energies within me. I was healing the weight of the law of our system. Or I don't even have the words to describe what I actually did. But I was in bed like for a week after going through that, understanding how Honduras is me. The people in Honduras is me. It was so painful to admit and to surrender that all of those judgments and labels, and it being a corrupt country, a very, not safe country to be in, or whatever they say about it, and to heal all those parts, that was so much. It was a lot of work. And I was I'm not kidding you, like for a week, just dead in bed. And there's more to it, but I'm not gonna say it because it's like a little bit delicate, but I will touch on it on my Patreon eventually. So yesterday, some big, huge wounds was made visible, and I'm like, oh my god, how do I deal with this? Like, oh my god, really, really intense. So I thought I'd just make a video out of it. You know? This is my breakfast. I just woke up. I'm gonna go back to bed because I need to rest. Here's the thing. I've never suffered from excusitis at all. On the opposite. I was like, there's no excuse. Like, that was my motto. There's no excuse. No excuse. So it was so extreme that I would force myself, even when my body was sick and needed healing and needed rest and needed what it needed. I was like, oh, there's no excuse. I gotta do it. So I took it so far that it actually, hurt me. And now I'm at a place where, no, my body needs healing right now. I'm even feeling feverish, and I don't really get sick at all. Like, it's for the last, I don't know, maybe from 2017 to now, it has been like nothing, not even a flu, nothing. But now that I'm conscious of this energetic purges, it's like I allow my body, to rest, to not do anything, to take away any kind of I have to's that are in my mind, right? Even my passion for creating these videos, it has to come from passion. It has to come from synchronicity and flow. But the moment my ego is like, you have to make a video, I'm like, no, stop it. We don't have to do nothing. We just gotta be. And from that beingness, the doing arises and the having comes. So now I'm like pampering myself, and I'm letting myself feel what it needs to feel, and I can even feel like how much it's working. It's not that I have a fever, but my temperatures are a little bit high. So I'm able to notice now. Before I wouldn't, because I'm like, there's no excuses. Right? It's so much in my masculine. And now I'm like, no. Let's rest. Let's lie down. Let's not do anything. There's such a pleasure in the not doing. There is this bliss of just enjoying your beingness when your mind is not racing, when you're not stressed by the illusion of the outside. This is the state of being I love. So I'm going through like a deep low, but it's good because I'm enjoying it. I'm pampering myself. I'm loving myself. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You can purge whatever you need to purge. We're gonna lay down. We're gonna watch some movies or series. We're gonna laugh. Things that I wouldn't do that before. I wouldn't acknowledge my body needed resting. I wouldn't acknowledge I needed to pace it down. I'd be do. Now my do comes from the flow state. Not from my ego thinking it has to. But it's a natural, organic energy that moves me. So if I'm not moving from that state, I'm gonna be doing nothing, just loving myself, pampering myself. Because if you don't do it, who's gonna do it? You're gonna wait for someone outside and then resent them because they don't know what you need and they don't have the capacity to do what only you can do for yourself. Now, if in my doing, the outside reflects it back, right? Perfecto. But other than that, don't expect no one to do the things that you gotta do for yourself. It's like, I remember when I always wanted to like change tires because I wanted to feel that I can do it. I don't need no man, I don't need no one. I can do it by myself. All the time, well, it was maybe 2 or 3 times. Maybe 2 times I had a flat tire, in the middle of in the city. And I'm like, yay, I can do it. Let's do it, let's go try it, right? And every time I'm like preparing myself, no, it wasn't just flat tire, it wasn't one flat tire and something else. I don't remember the other one. And in me wanting to do it, in me taking action, people would come and help me. And I'd be like, okay, thank you, right? Of course, I'm not gonna say no. But I'd be like, wow, when I want to do the things, I get help. If I wait, feeling entitled, somebody else has to do it for me, no one comes. I'm telling you. So the moment you do it for yourself, it's like the whole universe just, it brings its angels, it brings like its army to help you. But you do it because it's just reflecting what you're at. So I never got to change that. Oh yeah, I did once. Here, but still I had help. But I did a lot, so I felt like, oh my God, I can do it. Yeah, we did it between 2. So yeah, today is the day to just be with myself, me, myself, and I, taking the day of creating, doing, and when the inspiration is back, I'll continue. Yeah, I was such in a rush my whole life, rushing, but it was this energy of anxiety that, pushed me. And I never really saw it until oh my God, one day I was with a friend of mine. We went to the grocery store. Like when I go to a grocery store, boom, done. And I was already paying for my things. And my friend hadn't even started yet. And she was like worried that like I was already done, and she was like still looking into stuff. And I'm like, I know I do things fast, but that was the anxiety behind it. The rush was not a healthy one. It was coming from me avoiding something. And now I'm like, just still here. Yep.